hole in the space-time continuum. Upstairs, I'm in Landview. I come downstairs and find myself in Paris. What's going on, Kelly?
Well, I am very happy that you asked, Monsieur, because actually, what is going on involves you. Getting out of here for the rest of the evening.
Excuse me, Drew. I hate to do this to you, but Kelly and I really need to be alone for a moment.
That is totally amazing. Are we in sync or what? I was just telling Drew the same thing.
Max, honey, you look like you're running out of steam. How about a cup of joe?
What I could really use is a big, raw steak.
Lordy, Lordy, who gave you that shiner?
You don't want to know.
Now, try it.
Okay. I got cold cocked by a nun.
Nora told us that it wasn't great news. Her hunch that Rachel may be in Chicago, it just didn't pan out.
Yeah, well, I know it wouldn't. Look, I just didn't want to lose hope, you know. You know, Bo, when Rachel was a little kid, she used to just wander off. And, well, you know me, I go crazy out of my mind. But Nora, she always knew where to find her. And she'd just say, you know, Hank, calm down, but we check the tree out in the back. And sure enough, that's where Rachel would be, and she had this big grin on her face, like she was so proud that she fooled us.
I'll bet she was real glad to be found.
Yeah, she used to be.
Hey, honey.
What the hell are you doing here, RJ?
I can't even believe that I heard you. I mean, you gave me this beautiful necklace, and you told me that your grandmother told you to save it for one special person. And that's when I started to feel like I was dreaming.
I said, I love you. Te amo.
And I'm not dreaming. It's true.
I've never said these words to another woman.
I can't believe this is happening.
Why not?
Because for so long I've known how I felt about you, but I didn't think you'd feel the same way about me.
You couldn't tell. Just by the way I looked at you.
I guess I should have. I mean, I have memorized your face. Must have seen something in it that I wanted to be loved. But to hear you say it out loud.
You want to hear me say it again? I love you. I love you. I love Andy Harrison.
Oh, and I love Antonio Vega.
Excuse me? I can't quite hear you. Don't you speak Spanish?
Oh, Antonio Vega. Te amo. Oh, God, what is with this crowd?
Oh, I don't know. The movie must have just let out. Hey, keep it down over there, will you? We're trying to be in love up here.
Oh, God, feel that breeze. It feels like summer.
probably be freezing and we wouldn't know the difference. Because we're in love! What do you say we hit the streets? I want to show everybody that I'm the luckiest man in the world. After you.
So you had a conversation with the new, kinder and gentler Carlo Hesser, huh?
Yep, and you know the old softy here. I want to believe what he's saying. I always have, but the fact that he's reformed completely, I want to believe him.
Yeah? Myself? I still think he's a snake. He just happened to check his rattles at the door. But, heck, what do I know about human nature? I got suckered in by Maggie Carpenter, huh? Yeah. I never would have taken that tootsie for a nun.
Well, she's not a nun yet.
Oh, she's close enough. I mean, why isn't she out there smacking some little kids with a ruler, walking around with her hands stuck in her sleeves, talking to the air? I mean, is she trying to fake us out? Is that what's going on here? I mean, flashing that gorgeous smile and all that stuff? And those tight Angora sweaters are a bad habit, if you ask me, because it just hooks you right in. And then she reels you in, and the next thing you know, she's saying, by the way, I'm about to get married to the Son of God. You know, it's kind of tough competition for some... What is it?
Can we talk?
Kelly and I really do need to talk.
Come on, let's talk. That's in quotation marks. Let's go.
Hey, it's cool, guys. I've got the message. I'm out of here. Besides, it's a beautiful night, and I'm feeling a little lucky. It's the way I always feel when I'm about to strike out. Anyway, you kids don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Thanks. Bye. Ah, this is just too incredible. I was thinking, tonight, wouldn't it be wonderful to have a romantic evening? And then you come in with the very same thought. You tell Drew, poor Drew, that we need to be alone, and here we are.
Kelly, what I want
Don't
is...
tell me what you want. I think I already know. A loaf of bread, a jug of wine, and me, just like Paris, which is where I got this little itsy bitsy surprise for you. You know, actually, you were really right. We don't need to go to Paris. We can have it here.
No, you know what? Actually, you can't. Not tonight.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? You have to ask. You give my sister Jessica a ride up to the family cabin so she can be shacked up with her horny boyfriend? You mind telling me where you left your brain, Kelly?
Okay, there's no use in jumping down Archie's throat. He came out to help me look for Rachel. He knows Chicago very well.
I know Chicago, too. And Rachel is my daughter.
So what? Have you decided looking for your daughter is some kind of competition and may the best man win? Come on, I thought we were way past this by now.
Look, I am sick and tired of you trying to take charge of finding my daughter. Now, you and Nora, you asked me to call up the APB. And now it's you and Nora flying off to Chicago trying to track down Rachel?
Oh, Hank, please.
Come on, buddy, listen, I know you're upset. We're all upset, but I don't think this is a conspiracy.
Nothing was planned. I went there on impulse. RJ heard about it, and he decided to come out and help me find Rachel.
And what made you think that Rachel was in Chicago?
It was a feeling, all right? I had a feeling. But I was wrong. I still want to thank RJ very much for coming out and helping. Use up every single IOU he still had out in the streets.
At least you tried, honey.
It was worth a shot, Nora. And we'll just keep trying. That's all. We'll keep trying until we find her.
Really? Well, would someone please tell me how? Look, you yourself said that Rachel would keep on running if she knew the cops were after her. all right? Now, I called off the APB against my better judgment. And all you've done is given her a bigger head start than she already had. Well, I'm telling you, from this point on, we're gonna do things my way.
Oh, God. This is so amazing. I remember when everybody was afraid to come out after dark, and you've given them back the neighborhood. Esperanza.
Yeah, well, I had a little help from a lady cop I know.
Oh, you. And how come nobody's kissing my hand?
A ti te llaman el león, pero tú no lo eres. Eres un ángel. Que Dios te bendiga, muchacho, por tu misericordia y buena bondad para una vieja señora que el mundo no ha recordado. Y por ti, no he perdido mi casa.
Señora Ramírez, por favor, no fue nada. Okay, you got a lot of people that care about you. I'm just one of your friends.
No, gracias.
You know, the woman had tears in her eyes. What on earth did you do?
Okay, it was nothing. She's just an old friend of the family's. I'll be right back, okay? You want to tell me what's going on with Mrs. Ramirez? I thought I asked you not to tell her the money was mine.
I'm sorry, but she was crying. I mean, you know, she wanted to know who saved her. What did you want me to do? Tell her it was none of her business? $900. I mean, come on. If it hadn't been for you, she'd be sleeping in some lousy shelter tonight.
Okay, fine. She knows. But do me a favor and try to keep her quiet about it, would you?
I think it's too late.
You're upset because I drove Jessica.
Do you know what the word pimp means, Kelly? Not a very romantic word, I know, but it's what you are.
Wait a minute, I wasn't pimping. I was helping your little sister.
Yeah, by driving her up to a rendezvous with Christian Vega.
To be with a guy she loves. That's a woman's right.
She's not even a woman, Kelly. She is not even sweet 16.
How old was Juliet when she fell in love with Romeo?
Oh, please. Did you even read that play? It doesn't end well.
Oh, that's because their families were driving them crazy. When all they want is to be together. Do you know how much Jessica and Chris just like to talk? Just for hours and hours.
They weren't doing a whole lot of talking the night my father caught them going up to Christian's bedroom.
Oh, please. They were necking, Joey. There is nothing wrong with that.
Do you want to know what happened tonight while you were driving home in your pimpmobile? Christian Vega broke into the family cabin. It set off the burglar alarm, and the cops arrived.
What?
They put him in jail, Kelly. And when Jess showed up, they pulled her in too. Now, they are both in a whole lot of trouble. And as far as I am concerned, it is completely your fault.
Okay. All right, I admit it. I gave Jessica a ride to the cabin. Big deal. If I hadn't, she would have found another way to that cabin. Like hitchhiking. Is that what you want for your little sister? Do you want her to be standing there alone by the side of the road in the dark? And some pervert slowing down to pick her up?
Oh, God, I hope even Jess would not be that
Second of all, I have another point to make. If your parents did not want Jessica to go running off with her boyfriend, don't you think maybe they should have cut her a little slack? So they wouldn't have to run away and sneak these few precious moments together? No, they freak if Jessica and Chris just walk home from school holding hands. It's like, hello, what century is this? Can you tell me one other thing? Why are the Buchanans so pig-headed and self-righteous? Present company included.
Kelly, there is such a thing as right and wrong.
Oh, and you are the one who gets to tell us which is which? I don't think so. I am out of here.
Look, I gave you two a chance, all right? I did it your way and let you use his contacts instead of the police. And where's it gotten us?
The reason we took the cops out of the picture was because Rachel didn't want them looking for her, remember?
Right. But she wanted your junky, dope addict friends chasing her down.
Oh, man, when you don't get your way, you really revert to type, don't you? Next, we'll be hearing that old song about how I'm responsible for her doing drugs in the first place.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. So while she was living with you, she had such a great role model to look up to. You and that funky boy of yours, Javier Perez. See, RJ, now she's gone. God only knows where. And if your contacts do find her, my money says that they're probably going to set her up so she can make the money to get out on the streets.
Stop it. I mean it. Just stop it. This is really hard, all right? I'm trying to keep a positive outlook on things so I can keep looking for Rachel with every last bit of hope I have left. You're still looking for someone to blame. Why don't you look at you and me? We failed her. That's really hard to deal with. But I don't have a lot of choice, and there's nothing I can do until we find her again. Honey, can we go home now?
Yes, so you got it, baby.
Come on, Vega. What's your story? I mean, some old woman comes up and kisses you on the hand. Everybody applauds you. I have a feeling you did more than just walk that old woman across the street.
Well, I helped her with the groceries once. Look, stop it, okay? It was nothing. I mean, she was just having a hard time paying her rent this month, and I gave her a hand.
And of course, you didn't tell me.
I wasn't hiding it from you.
I know. That's just one more thing that I love about you. You do so much for so many people, and you're so quiet about it. You never expect anything in return.
Yeah, well, somebody's got to take up the slack.
Do these people that you help out know about your money problems? Well, I do, and I think that that just makes you even more amazing. I think you need a reward. How about nice?
If they've got coconuts.
Coming up.
So where's the line to join the Antonio Vega fan club?
Well, it looks like the Hood's got his own superhero, huh?
You know what you need, my man? A cape and a pair of tights.
Have you got a problem again?
No, I don't got a problem. As a matter of fact, I admire a man who can be so generous, especially when it's somebody else's money.
You want to know what went down that night, huh? Me and Mr. Hesser had a job. I did it, and it's done. Me and Carlo Hesser went our separate ways, and you never even knew we had an arrangement at all. Am I making myself clear? So that little job you think I did, you were dreaming, bro. It never happened. Right?
You know what? You're crazy, man. You actually think I'm your problem, huh? No, man, I'm not your problem. Carlo Hesser is your problem. See, you're on his payroll right now, which means you got a job you can't retire from. Well, not while you're still breathing.
So you keep your mouth shut.
Hey, Vega, where'd you go here?
Oh, I ran into Javier Perez.
I thought I saw him slithering through the crowd. What did he want?
Oh, you know that guy. He just likes to get in my face.
Well, he works for RJ Gannon, so looking for trouble is still part of his job description.
Let's forget about that, loser. I've got a better idea.
I thought you wanted to show me up.
Well, they already had their chance for the night. Right now, all I want in the whole wide world is to be alone with you.
Need a ride?
No, thanks.
Look, Archie, I know I was a little tough on you, all right? But I guess it's because I couldn't face the fact that there was nothing I could do to help. And then I see you charging off to the rescue.
Is this some kind of half-assed apology?
Look, take it where you can get it, all right? I don't feel like handing out medals.
Well, you never did, big brother. But I can live with it, believe me. I want you to understand one thing. I love your daughter like she was my own. She's the only member of my family I got left who ever cared for me, and I'm not about to stop looking for her so that you can feel like Father of the Year.
I'm glad to be home.
I forget we're not alone, are we?
I don't know, Drew's probably not even here. Hey, Drew?
Did you guys have some nice guy time alone when I wasn't here?
Not that you'd notice. We had dinner at the palace. Very awkward. It's like Drew is always trying to do this, it seems to me, and I understand why. I wish he'd knock it off.
Well, I know it sounds like this is hard to do, but hold on. Even when you're ready to shake him, just don't lose him the way I lost Rachel.
Honey, you gotta quit blaming yourself.
No, I'm not blaming myself. I'm admitting to a mistake. Rachel just seems so grown up and independent. And that's the way I treated her. So she never had a chance to say, hey, Mom, I'm scared. Or, I'm lonely.
I don't even know where to start with Drew, because he's a little big for me to be carrying him around on my shoulders. How do I be a father to a kid that I don't really know?
You gotta look at yourself first. He came from you. That's where Drew came from. And I'll bet there's a lot more of you in him than even he's aware of. The connection's there. You just have to find it first.
Hey there, gorgeous young Mr. Buchanan. I hope I'm not butting in, but you look like you're carrying the weight of the world on those shoulders.
I'm just trying to figure a few things out.
Oh, yeah? Such as?
You know my dad very well.
When I was married to his pa, he used to call me Ma. Yeah, Bo and I have always been pretty close.
Maybe you can clue me in, because I get along with Grandpa Asa, Nora, just about everybody else I've met. But when it comes to my dad, it's like we're on opposite sides of this wall. It's just, it seems like it's been too long to tear it down.
Hey. How long have you guys been back together? Honey, it just takes time. Walls come down the same way they go up. One stone at a time.
Max, I am not a violent person, I swear. I mean, I was just as surprised as you when that fist popped out from the end of my arm and whacked you in the eye.
Just forget it, huh? You probably did me a favor. At least I know I'm clear about where I stand.
See, but I don't think I cleared anything up because you still think that it was all my fault. You seem to forget that you were needling me. Come on, you were even coming on to me.
Oh, that is not the way I remember it, Miss Tight Angora Sweater. Tell you what, let's just split the difference here, okay? We both did a little heavy breathing, and then I ended up with a shiner, all right? You got your point across. Why not quit while you're ahead?
Because when I went to confession and I told the priest what I had done to this wolf who was trying to lead me astray, he told me I couldn't be absolved until I apologized to the wolf in question.
But you're here not because you're sorry, but because you wanted to get off the hook with your priest? Oh, well, you can just forget it, man. You want absolution? You know what you do? Stay out of my life.
No, wait, you can't go.
not a violent person, but you're dragging me, kicking and screaming to my chair.
Shut up. I want to apologize.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm all ears.
Okay. Max, I am truly sorry that I hit you.
Is that it? That's it?
Yeah.
No, forget it. It's not going to be that easy. I'm sure if you asked your priest, he would tell you it's got to come from the heart, otherwise the words just don't count.
All right. I am truly, sincerely full of regret.
Oh, I don't know the words are okay, but the tone, it makes it sound like what you really regret is that I forgot to die.
That is not what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's what you're thinking, isn't it? That it's all my fault that you got into this trouble.
No, Max, I take full responsibility for this.
Oh, good. That's a good start. You're on your way. Keep on going. You know what? Why don't you throw in something about after a lot of deep soul searching, you finally realized how wrong you were about your dear friend Matt.
Oh, would you leave me a little dignity? Why are you making this so hard for me?
See? There you go again. Blaming the victim again. Oh, unless, of course, you can't help it. And if that's the case, I do apologize. It's always been a problem for me, this effect I have on women. I mean, that's what's going on here, isn't it? You're just so wild about me, you just can't control yourself.
I am... What?
Well, what can we get you this evening?
I would like a gimlet. Very dry, very cold, straight up, please.
Uh-huh.
So, what happened to your evening alone with Joy?
Here you are on the house, one cola. Very cold, very dry, very straight up.
Good. Thank you. Where's my bib?
Want to spill it on that coat? I could hang it up for you.
No, thanks, Drew.
Oh. So you didn't have time to slip into something less comfortable, like a dress?
You know, if I were you, I would save up my cute remarks. You don't have that many.
Oh, I get it. Oh, shut up. So you want to dance?
Drew, you're a man. Your entire species needs to get a clue.
Noxious man alert, 6 o'clock.
What was that you were saying about a dance? I think.
Oh.
I don't mean just from the outside. I mean all the way through. From your heart to your soul.
Now you sound like the one who's dreaming. I try to make you happy because I love you. But I'm not perfect. I'm just me.
And I'm just me too. So what? We have a problem.
I think we can deal with those problems. Besides, it's too late to back out now.
It's never too late. There's the door, and the street's right outside. There's nothing stopping you.
There's a man standing right in front of me, that I wouldn't leave.
You've been warned.
All right, this is it. This is my final shot, all right? I wrongly allowed myself the guilty pleasure of decking Max Holden, for which I am heartily sorry.
Is it because you secretly love me?
Oh.
Is that why you have to hate me?
I don't hate you, you arrogant idiot.
Oh, there you go. That's what I've been looking for. You know, somewhere beneath all that bitterness, you might find a sincere apology. When you do, maybe your priest will absolve you, and you can go forward and sin no more.
You know, I don't know. I think I am doomed because you bugged the hell out of me, Max, and not in a good way. Renee, you're an innocent bystander. Could I ask you a simple question? Does it look to you like I'm attracted to Mr. 10-gallon ego here?
Well, darling, where I come from, there's really only one thing you can do, is spend a little time alone with him. See if the pot boils over.
The wisest woman I know has spoken. What do you say?
I say fine, Mr. Holden. You line up a babysitter tomorrow night. I will fix you dinner at the rectory. Andrew and Cassie are going out, so we'll have the place all to ourselves. And I will show you, once and for all, that you and I are not going to happen. Deal?
Deal. Oh, you will be wearing that Sister Maggie sweater ensemble, won't you? Ow.
Excuse me. Would you mind if I cut in?
My guest.
Thank you.
I mind. Oh, but that's right. I'm a woman. My vote doesn't count.
Would you just shut up and dance?
Joey, what are you doing here? Or does it turn a goody-goody on when they hang out with a bad girl?
I never said you were bad. I just said that you were completely irresponsible.
Oh, please, whisper more good words of love.
Okay, look, I was mad, all right? Now I'm not. If you just stay out of the Jessica and Chris situation, then I'll
what?
I'll admit that you had a point. That maybe I do have a certain puritanical streak in my upbringing.
Well, I can safely say that. Duh.
Would you like to stop fighting and just dance?
You started this argument, so, you can end it however you like.
How does a daughter drift so far away from her mother that she doesn't even know where on earth she is? Or if she is? Do you think she's dead?
No. Nora?
Hello? Rachel. Rachel. that you? Honey, please say something. Please. Just say anything. Just let me hear your voice. Please, honey, I miss you so much. Please. Right, Rachel? Don't hang up. Rachel? Rachel.
Fred, I'm sure it's just the wrong number.
No, that was Rachel.
Honey.
That was Rachel. Please. How can you possibly say that was a wrong number? That was Rachel. I was hearing my child.
This place. Your place. Angel Square.
Oh, Chris's statue. You know, it's like everything is right now. That statue kind of says it all. The angel of Angel Square. Peace. Love. Hope.
You think there's hope? Not for you.
Oh, my God. Antonio. What have you done?
This is wrong. No. What are you doing here?
You think you can take the night air? Free as a bird?
Antonio, we all thought we could trust you.
Oh.
You can't go anywhere without me. You belong to me.
You don't own me. Nobody owns me!
You think so? Well, think again. You fool.
Go back to sleep.
I used to be afraid of my dreams, too. Now I have you to hold me in the night.